Hello knitters, Phelan from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. And today I have what's on my needles and some classes. Stay tuned. So I'm knitting my sweater. I forgot the name of it. I'll have it up here. And I've done the back and a front, and I'm halfway down with the second front, and then I have two sleeves, obviously. So this is the sweater. I'm using Saxony, which is 75% cashmere, 25% merino, the softest, most wonderful yarn. It's a tweedy effect. We've got several colors, obviously. And this has just been so much fun. So I'm hopefully get this done, but I won't be wearing it until the fall. So that's something about knitting. Knitting is a slow art. So sometimes you have to think ahead, like knit some stuff now so that when the fall comes and the winter comes, you're ready and you can just pull it out of your closet and wear it. And same with, late winter into spring, knit a few of the summer tops because then you'll be able to wear it. But then also it's cold, we want to knit sweaters. It's hot, we want to knit tops. So that happens too. But it's nice to have a little bit of preparing things ahead of time if you can. So so this is a beautiful, beautiful sweater. I can't wait to get it done and at least try it on. I won't be wearing it obviously, but at least try it on. And this is a 5-stitch repeat pattern. And the only thing you really have to do, you watch the pattern, but it's easy, is when you're adding, so at the beginning of a row, when you're adding a new yarn over here, and at the end of the row, when you're closing one of these out. So you add from here and you close out over here. And so that's all the times you really have to watch what's happening in the pattern is like the beginning and end of the row. But once you get into it, you're into it. It's like the same thing over and over and over again. So anyways, this is lovely, and hopefully it will be done soon. And then the first class coming up is this weekend, the 29th, and then from 10 to 12 we have the pot holder. These are crochet classes. Yes, crochet classes. Beginning, just be able to have to know how to crochet. Single crochet, double crochet, you can do these classes. All right. So this is, and nothing has to be, no edges to keep straight, because that's what everybody complains about is I can't keep my edges straight, and it's a little tricky. These are all done in the round, so there's no edges. So the pot holder is from 10 to 12, and then off camera. Okay, I'm back. So actually, this is the second time I'm filming this whole thing, because when I started watching it back, I had something in my eye here, like a line, and here, like, I don't know what the hell, and I really couldn't see it in the mirror, but boy, did it show up on camera. So, second time, so I didn't have everything on. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it, and I'll get everything as I go. Forgot to get the bag. So anyways, here's the hex bag. Hex bag. Crochet, again, this is just granny square starting in the middle. It's just a granny square with 6 sides, but the process stays the same. And that class is this Saturday from 12 to 2. Okay, the next class coming up is July 7th, which is a Sunday from 10 to 12. Sunday from 10 to 12. And it's the Floodlight Tee. And this is our Diversa yarn. We restocked it again this year because we loved it so much. So this is it. Am I in camera? Yes, I am. So this is a yoke sweater top, where you start up here, and every so many rows you have you like are increasing an entire row round, and that's how you grow it up. That's how it gets bigger until here when you split out this whole part, and now you're just going around in a circle for the body. So this is very easy knitting. This is really not hard, but it is a fingering weight yarn. So you're gonna, I'm not sure what she was on, I can't remember, but it's gonna be a 4, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So it takes a bit of time, but it's easy knitting because it's just knitting. There's no purling, there's no stitches, except for the increases, which that's not a big deal. There's really no stitch pattern to follow. It's just a really good watch TV and knit kind of pattern. So, and cute about this is you have the keyhole in the back, and the Diversa is amazing yarn. I'm going to be making a summer top after I just talked about what I talked about. I am going to be making a summer top, and I'm probably going to use this because it's just so lovely. So this is a 74% cotton, 26% viscose, and yes, the colors are amazing. The way these colors blend, they just blend. You can put anything with anything and it looks beautiful. These colors are just amazing. So then we have like 12 of them, 12 different colors. So that's the Diversa and the Floodlight Tee. And then we also did the Floodlight Tee in the Dream, this one back here, which is a DK, but I think you're on smaller needles still. And then at the top, you're doing 2 rows of the DK and 2 rows of our, I think it's Siri lace. Instead of a mohair, it's Siri alpaca. And so it's softer, it's not as it's nice and soft. So anyways, that's what this other yarn is. And that's why you get the see-through in the stripe, because it's a very thin yarn on the bigger needles. You're on the same size needle you are for the other yarn. And that's what makes it transparent, which is really a lovely technique. So that's the Floodlight Tee. And again, that's July 7th from 12 to 10. 10 to 12. Oh my God. See, I'm just Sunday the 7th from 10 to 12. Yeah, we're not going to be here from noon to 10 o'clock at night. Not happening. Okay, and last but not least is our Chicken Mania. So here's the daddy. She thought it was going to be the mommy, but it's turned out to be the daddy. And this is the mommy. And of course, now they had a baby. So here's our baby. Cute, cute. So again, the only reason these are any different sizes, you use exactly the same pattern. There's only one pattern with one set of stitch counts. You're not having a bunch of different stitch counts. It's the yarn and the needles that make the different size. So this is a really good way to use a smaller yarn that you're not quite used to, because it's no more stitches. It's not like you're doing twice as many stitches. You're doing exactly as many number of stitches you did here. It's exactly the same pattern. There's only one set of stitch counts. But you end up with this instead of this. So now the yarn, this one and this one, the yarn did all the color work except for here. This is different. This one, I just used the two different colorways of this yarn, and I did do yarn management. So like with yarn, long striping yarn, and if you're doing stuff like this or all the time anyways, you can manage the colors. So you see the colors coming, and it's like I got done with this. I'm like, okay, what colors do I want to stripe with? And so I had to find the purple in the one and the green in the other. So I rolled off little tiny balls that ended up like that big until I got to the color I wanted to use, and then I would use it. Same with this aqua color and the pink color. I like managed the colors because that's the color I wanted to use, and I rolled off little balls until I could get to the color. And then you could use the little balls, like if this is a bigger project, you can still use those little balls, but they're different, you know, they're that color. But doing yarn management with striping yarn, long striping yarn, is a thing. We do it all the time. Don't think you can't take out a color. Like, you love everything about all these stripes, but I hate this one color. Take it out. When you get to it, stop, cut it, go on. Take it out. It's your knitting. You're the boss of your own knitting. That includes the yarn you use and the colors you use. So don't be afraid to, you know, do stuff like that. It's good. We all do it. And again, Chicken Mania starts next week. Now, I don't know if I have a video next week, because I think the 4th of July is on Thursday. So in 2 weeks, we'll have the Chicken Mania and talk about what that's going to entail. But as I said, class is on the 13th. So come and get your chickens done. So cute. So cute. Okay, and that is it for the week. And I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.